Weeknights at 7:30 on Wave 3.
Catch the Cats, Saturday night at 10:30 only on Wave 3. Tonight on Wave 3 News Nightcast.
We're right in the middle of the Persian Gulf War. But there was another war not so long ago that is still having an impact.
This is the monster that he feels that he has inside of him as a result of the war.
In fact, it's left scars on many of the soldiers who fought in the war.
Working in the spirit of Wave Country. Wave 3 News Nightcast. Tonight at 11 o'clock. Stay tuned to Wave 3 for the latest from the Persian Gulf War.
Nostradamus. He saw across 5 centuries. How could he predict Hitler's rise, the Kennedy assassination, and the Gulf War? Nostradamus. He lived in Columbus's time, yet his visions of tomorrow's events will shock you. So eerie, yet so real, with never-before-seen footage. Nostradamus.
Sunday night at the special time of 1:35 only on Wave 3.
All right, stand by for this hour's winning number for Watch Wave 3 and win. The winning number is 3500908. If this number matches the number on your blue game ticket, then you have 15 minutes to call 561-4106 and win $1,000.
Good evening, I'm Don Schroeder. The world waits to see if Saddam Hussein will bow to an ultimatum, get out or face a ground war. The latest at 11 o'clock on Wave 3 News Nightcast.
Catch the Cats, Saturday night at 10:30 only on Wave 3.
Kuwaiti oil fields are on fire and black smoke fills the skies. Military experts say Saddam Hussein ordered the fields torched to make it harder for Allied planes to find targets. Iraq claims it didn't do it and is calling for a United Nations investigation. The latest from the Persian Gulf War is coming up tonight on Wave 3 News Nightcast.
Desert Storm families on their own, Monday on Wave 3 News at 6.
You're watching Wave 3 Television, Louisville. Tonight on Wave 3 News.
An Indiana couple fights for their life tonight at a Louisville hospital after a head-on crash between a semi and their car. Also tonight, possible icy weather conditions cause airlines to ground planes, and some holiday travelers say they're being left out in the cold.
And speaking of cold, it's a cold night. Now, we will hold into the 20s tonight because of cloudy skies, and then a new warming trend, slow warming trend begins tomorrow. We're on at 20 after 11 tonight. We'll see you later.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Robinson. Coming up on Nightcast, needy children go on the shopping spree of their lives. Plus, a head-on crash leaves an Indiana couple in critical condition. Police say the driver of the oncoming truck should not have been driving. Nightcast is next.
Hidden cameras watching every move you make and catching criminals in the act. Now video technology has gone to a whole new level. Sophisticated cameras we've never seen before that can be anywhere.
Exit signs, motion detectors, smoke detectors.
Picking up details like your license plate number, blocks away, or capturing your personal information.
They've got you all the way down to the details, even your credit card number.
Wave 3 investigates hidden cameras. Thursday night after an all-new ER, only on Wave 3 News.
New at 11 o'clock on Wave 3 News.
A store clerk who was hurt during an attempted robbery talks about the 2 gunmen coming in his store and why he won't be intimidated by them. A South Louisville neighborhood is fearful tonight after a woman is found murdered in her home. Plus highlights from Thoroughbred Racing's Super Bowl. Here's Kevin.
Thanks, David. Clouds hang tough overnight, but big changes are on the way. We'll talk about it at 11.
More coverage of your community. That's our commitment. Tonight at 11 on Wave 3 News. New at 11 o'clock on Wave 3 News.
The victim of an armed robbery stood up to 2 gunmen. Tonight he talks to Wave 3 about what went on inside the store. Detectives now also know how a Louisville woman was murdered. Tonight, new details on the investigation. I'm David MacArthur. Those stories plus Kevin's forecast, a chilly one, all tonight at 11.
More coverage of your community. That's our commitment. Tonight at 11 on Wave 3 News.
A bloody day in Russia. Special forces storm a theater where hundreds are being held captive. Find out how it ended. And a Louisville store clerk stands up to 2 gunmen trying to hold up his store. Find out what went on during the robbery tonight on Wave 3 News at 11.
An NBC event from the master of suspense. An all-new Carrie, Monday at 8 on Wave 3. Then on Wave 3 News at 11, the mystery behind the man uncovered. Has Stephen King reached the final chapter of his stunning career?
Right now, I've been working hard for about 25 years.
The chilling truth about the future of America's favorite master of macabre. Stephen King, after the NBC event Carrie, Monday at 11 on Wave 3 News. New at 11 o'clock on Wave 3 News.
I'm Connie Leonard. Another murder in Kentuckiana, and police say the shots were fired over a parking space. Louisville leaders offer a reward in the corner market shooting, and local men and women are honored for their work after the September 11th attacks. We'll take you to the ceremony. Here's Tom.
Clouds are rolling back in the Ohio Valley. What does that mean for our Sunday? I have your forecast at 11 o'clock.
More coverage of your community. That's our commitment. Tonight at 11 on Wave 3 News. New at 11 o'clock on Wave 3 News.
I'm Connie Leonard. At 11 o'clock, local leaders offer a reward to find the gunman who killed 2 people and seriously injured a 10-year-old girl in Louisville. Investigators in New Albany make an arrest in the murder case there. And volunteers roll up their sleeves to make life a little easier for some local seniors. Tom?
Tomorrow's weather's going to be appearing a whole lot different than the weather we had for today. Catch the latest at 11 o'clock.
More coverage of your community. That's our commitment. Tonight at 11 on Wave 3 News.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Weekdays at 4:30. Only on Wave 3. Pyramid. Weekdays at 4. Only on Wave 3.
A store clerk injured in a robbery attempt speaks out tonight at 11.
Watch Wave 3 Weekend Sunrise every Saturday and Sunday beginning at 6 a.m.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Weekdays at 4:30. Only on Wave 3.
Local leaders offer a reward in the corner market shootings. The story at 11.
Advised. Watch Wave 3 Weekend Sunrise every Saturday and Sunday beginning at 6 a.m. Go to wave3.com and get the Weather Wizard free. Watch Wave 3 Weekend Sunrise every Saturday and Sunday beginning at 6 a.m. Tonight at 11 on Wave 3 News.
I'm Connie Leonard. Coming up tonight, if you saw the thick black smoke covering the skies over the Ohio River tonight, you weren't alone. We'll tell you what happened at 11 o'clock. The Brickyard 400 produced a record-breaking day for race fans, and last night's strong storm still have some families in the dark. Kevin?
Well, Connie, we'll give you an update on the radar views across the area. Still more storms possible tonight. We'll check it out for you coming up at 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Tonight at 11 on Wave 3 News. Wave 3 Scott Reynolds, honored with an Emmy Award for Best News Anchor.
Smoke fills the skies over Kentuckiana tonight. We'll tell you what caught fire. The Louisville man wanted in his wife's murder is caught by police. And the candidates for Kentucky governor face off at Fancy Farm. We've got the highlights next.
Making Strides Against Breast Cancer is a way for breast cancer survivors, those who are fighting breast cancer, and all of their supporters to get together to celebrate more birthdays, more wins against breast cancer, while remembering at the same time that we have much more work to do. It affects men, it affects women, it affects those who are young and those who are old. And especially now with COVID, we need the resources for those with breast cancer more than ever before. Making Strides Against Breast Cancer on October 16th.
Breaking at 4, new video this afternoon.
Wave 3 News at 4 is breaking more news.
The driver of that truck has been taken into custody. Take a look behind me. We've been following this case from the beginning.
Getting more answers.
Has been so hotly debated. What can we expect to come out of it?
Tracking more storms to keep you safe.
Today is an alert day.
Take frequent breaks. Seek shelter inside.
With Don and Kevin. Wave 3 News at 4 is more local now.
911, what's your emergency?
They're the voice on the other end of the line when you need help.
We can only answer as many calls as we can take.
Staffing shortages leading to delays.
We really do need to get people in here to help us.
What happens when you call 911 and no one's there to answer?
So our staffing issue right now is not the same as McDonald's not being staffed as well and you waiting longer in the drive-through line.
Troubleshooter Natalia Martinez investigates. Monday at 6 on Wave 3 News.
4, new video this afternoon.
Wave 3 News at 4 is breaking more news.
The driver of that truck has been taken into custody. Take a look behind me. We've been following this case from the beginning.
Getting more answers.
Has been so hotly debated. What can we expect to come out of it?
Tracking more storms to keep you safe.
Today is an alert day.
Take frequent breaks. Seek shelter inside.
With Dawn and Kevin, Wave 3 News at 4 is more local now. When sunny turns severe,
those are the details.
There's no safer place during the storm. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett and the Wave 3 News storm tracking team.
You know, we've had a hard time in COVID, yet breast cancer doesn't stop, and we cannot stop in raising funds to make sure that cancer one day is defeated. The worst thing that we can do is to think we have nothing to give. Even in the midst of this pandemic, find a way. Come together however you're comfortable. Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, October 16th at Cardinal Stadium.
The Troubleshooters, weeknights on Wave 3 News. When sunny turns severe, the Wave 3 News storm tracking team keeps you safe.
Storm tracking team's been telling us about this.
We're ready to rumble.
Before the storm,
where we're going to see the bulk of the rain.
With you every second.
We all still need to be paying attention.
Those are the details. Flash flooding is already occurring
and everywhere.
A lot of people are on the app today. We hand type in the rain totals already into the forecast.
There's no safer place during the storm. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett and the Wave 3 News storm tracking team.
Breaking at 4, new video this afternoon.
Wave 3 News at 4 is breaking more news.
The driver of that truck has been taken into custody. Take a look behind me. We've been following this case from the beginning.
Getting more answers.
Has been so hotly debated. What can we expect to come out of it?
Tracking more storms to keep you safe.
Today is an alert day.
Take frequent breaks. Seek shelter inside.
With Dawn and Kevin, Wave 3 News at 4 is more local now. When sunny turns severe, the Wave 3 News storm tracking team keeps you safe.
Storm tracking team's been telling us about this.
We're ready to rumble.
Before the storm,
where we're going to see the bulk of the rain.
With you every second.
We all still need to be paying attention.
Those are the details. Flash flooding is already occurring
and everywhere.
A lot of people are on the app today. We hand type in the rain totals already into the forecast.
There's no safer place during the storm. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett and the Wave 3 News storm tracking team.
Join us for NBC Nightly News weeknights at 6:30 on Wave 3 News. We bring you the stories from across America that impact our communities.
Then stay with me for what's happening right now in Kentucky and Southern Indiana on Wave 3 News at 7.
Join us for NBC Nightly News weeknights at 6:30 on Wave 3 News. We bring you the stories from across America that impact our communities.
Then stay with me for what's happening right now in Kentucky and Southern Indiana on Wave 3 News at 7.
How did they do it? They're here.
In Clarksville. On Shelbyville Road.
They're here.
In the Beachmont neighborhood.
Over here.
In downtown Louisville.
Wave 3 News really is everywhere. So how do we do it? Wave 3 News has a team of reporters dedicated to keeping you informed. Breaking news, we won't miss it. Severe weather, we've got you covered. Not near a TV? Check your phone. With Wave 3 News, you won't miss a thing. That's our goal. And that's what being everywhere is all about. When news breaks
and the school went on lockdown
that impacts the safety of your kids.
Mom, I'm scared. They told us to go into lockdown.
We're there.
Wave 3 News reporter David Mattingly is at the school.
Tell us the very latest about the situation.
On the scene.
And I've been surrounded by a lot of very anxious parents.
With every detail.
So what I can tell you about is what's happening right now.
So you know exactly what's going on.
That no one was hurt. So huge relief here at Jeffersontown High School.
Wave 3 News. More local now.
Join us for NBC Nightly News weeknights at 6:30 on Wave 3 News. We bring you the stories from across America that impact our communities.
Then stay.
There's no safer place during the storm. Download the Wave 3 News weather app, sponsored by Universal Windows Direct.
Now.
The Wave 3 News SkyTrack camera network is sponsored by Campbellsville University, Louisville. You get up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunrise.
You get ready.
All right, Tawana's got our next 12 hours all lined up for us.
And you get going.
A quick update on the morning drive.
You get more of the local news from your neighborhood that you need to start your day.
There is a lot going on here in Wave Country.
Make sure you have the rain gear before you step outside the door.
No matter what your morning routine is now, we've got you covered for the day ahead. Thanks for...
Another cluster of storms with a little lightning.
Driven by the power and accuracy of the storm tracking team. The Wave 3 News Storm Tracker, sponsored by Oxmoor Ford Lincoln. With Don and Kevin, Wave 3 News at 4 is more local now. The latest local news and the most accurate forecast on Wave News at 7 with Don and Ryan, the only local news and weather at 7 p.m. The biggest local stories that matter to you. The most accurate forecast to plan for tomorrow. John Bowl, Kevin Harned. Weeknights on Wave News at 11. Download the Wave Weather app, sponsored by the Coyle Automotive Group.
Start your morning fully prepared with Wave News Sunrise. Morning starting at 4:30.
Is easy.
You can watch Wave News anytime, and you don't even need cable, satellite, or antenna to stay informed. If you have a Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, you can download the Wave Now streaming app. It's easy to get and free. Just open your streaming menu, search for Wave Now, download, and start watching Wave News live. You can also browse Wave Original podcasts, documentaries, and more. Download the Wave Now app and start streaming today.
This Racing Louisville is top tier professional soccer. Top tier shots, top tier moves, top tier goals, and top tier fans. Racing Louisville is your hometown professional soccer team. Watch as Racing Louisville takes on the Washington Spirit, Sunday at 5 p.m. on Bounce Channel 3.2. Racing Louisville Football Club. Run with us.
Great, though.
Kaufman and Stigger for the most money.
Every case, every client, every time.
One of the worst storms in modern history.
When nature does its worst, we do our best. Scan the QR code or go to HeleneHelp.org to help provide immediate relief. Join Gray Media and Wave and support Hurricane Helene relief. Wave, a Gray television station, is committed to a broad applicant recruiting outreach program and our continuing efforts to represent our diverse community. As part of this effort, we encourage qualified community organizations to become part of our full-time job opportunity notification mailing list. If your organization is interested in becoming part of this list and you distribute job information or can provide referrals as part of your regular activity, we'd like to hear from you. We would then notify you of each job opening and ask you to refer individuals to us for consideration. Send your request in writing to Wave Personnel, 725 South Floyd Street, Louisville, Kentucky, 40203. Start your evening with what's happening now, exclusive investigations, and the most accurate forecast. Watch Myra, John, and Kevin, weeknights at 5 and 6 p.m. on Wave. The biggest local stories that matter to you. The most accurate forecast to plan for tomorrow. John Bowl, Kevin Harned. Weeknights on Wave News at 11.
It's starting to get chilly. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us at 11. Have a good night.
See you tomorrow. Get live streaming news, 24-hour weather, investigations, podcasts, and more, all for free with Wave Now.
to learn how to grow your own vegetables? Want to learn how to manage your own finances? Want to learn how to take care of your car? Want to learn to meditate the stress away? These are things we all need to learn in life.
Download the Wave Now app and watch all the latest episodes of things I need to learn in life I didn't learn in school.
With me, Dawn G. Available on all your favorite devices.
The mission of Norton Children's Hospital is vital to our community, and you can show your support for this hospital during the Norton Home and BMW raffle. For just $100, you could win a beautiful new home or a new BMW from BMW of Louisville and 10 grand in cash, or you could win it all. For tickets, call 420-4299 or visit homeandbmwraffle.com. Get your raffle tickets today.
From where it happens.
Make yourself known now. 831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
To where you live.
I'm Tisha Pell.
And I'm Lee Zurich.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We uncover real problems, issues that affect us all.
Go, go, go.
They'd be outgunned, wouldn't they?
They would definitely be outgunned.
Do they have too much control?
They do.
And real solutions that help keep your family safe.
It's a serious threat to patients.
It should be terrifying to all of us.
It could be worse.
The FDA is taking a look at it.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Why are they hiding it?
The top of the car was ripped like a can opener.
Show me your hands.
They're dropping the ball in your opinion.
Exactly.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
I was shocked.
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays on Wave.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays on Wave.
Notice that broad rotation. I mean, it's getting tighter and tighter. Wouldn't be surprised if that continues to tighten, that this goes to a tornado warning. A new tornado warning, and boy, that's exactly what we were talking about. We have what appears to be the confirmed tornado on the ground. If you're under the tornado warning, the safest place is a basement or storm shelter. If you can't get underground, at least get to the ground level and get in the middle. That's a place you'd want to be.
The weather. It's great when it looks like this. Or maybe this. But not so great like this. And definitely not like this. Whichever one of these Kevin shows you, you can trust that this is always in the forecast. So you can plan on this, or even this. Wave Storm Tracker Kevin Harnett. He's been calling it right for this long. And you can watch him on this, weeknights on Wave News.
From communities coast to coast, these are your stories, and no one covers them. Like Local News Live.
We interrupt with breaking news.
Every day, all day. Stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
The ones that matter to you and your family.
Take a look. The road is washed out.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country who know the streets and the people.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Shocking video is prompting serious questions.
News as it happens from all sides.
Incredible pictures coming in. What are you seeing there today?
Live and local.
What is it like there right now? How are people feeling?
Find it on the all-new Local News Live streaming app. Search LNL on your TV, on your phone. It's fast. It's free.
We are following a breaking update. Step out of the way so you guys can get a better view.
Local News Live. Always streaming. Always free.
You want
the Touchdown Friday Night Player of the Week. Every Friday on Wave, Kendrick and Dusty highlight the game changers and playmakers in local high school football. The Touchdown Friday Night Player of the Week is sponsored by Ivy Tech Community College. Celebrating the good news in your community.
It made me feel so happy.
That's Positively Wave, brought to you by Ivy Tech Community College.
At Wave, we know you're busy, which is why we're here. Anytime, any screen, just search Wave wherever you stream. Wave News, whenever you want. At Wave, we know you're busy, which is why we're here. keep you informed anytime, any screen with live breaking news.
Has been charged with murder.
All the lovely rain that's going to be coming our way in the next couple of days.
And stories you don't want to miss.
Do you not take responsibility?
Just search Wave wherever you stream. Catch up on the latest stories. All for free on your schedule, hopefully making the day a little less hectic. Wave News, whenever you want.
Stay informed anywhere, anytime with the Wave News app. Download or scan the code on your screen now to get breaking news alerts sent right to your phone.
Our weather is always changing. Floods, fires, wind, hail, and nature's most powerful force, tornadoes. We've tracked them. We've seen them. We've chased them. Some say weather in the Ohio Valley is unpredictable. We say it isn't. We have the technology and the experience you can trust to keep you ahead of dangerous conditions. Trust your Wave storm tracking team.
The Wave News Troubleshooters, honored with 7 Emmy Awards for groundbreaking investigations that make a difference.
Complaints of local hospitals dumping patients.
In-depth reporting that tells the whole story.
The 15 criminal charges that he faces.
And original documentaries that expose the truth.
Sometimes facts are stranger than fiction.
Wave News, award-winning investigations that get results for our community. Your most accurate forecast from the Wave Storm Tracking Team. Live, outside where the weather happens in the Wave Weather Garden. Furnished in style by Summer Classics.
Remember,
trust your Wave storm tracking team to keep you prepared.
With our alert days, you can plan ahead of dangerous weather. No one else in Louisville is doing that.
We're also the only team with a 10-day forecast.
Because you aren't just planning for today, you're planning for your life.
We're giving you the information you need so you know what to expect and what to wear.
Our whole focus is to keep you prepared every single day.
Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harned and your Wave Storm Tracking Team, the team you trust. Football season is back, and so is Touchdown Friday night. Kendrick and Dusty are here.
Breaking down all the acts, including the game of the week.
Touchdown Friday night's new season is here. Presented by Tom Sundergeld Plumbing.
To give you all the highlights and news that you need to know to stay ahead of the game.
Brought to you by Tom Sundergeld Plumbing and Ivy Tech Community College.
You get all the highlights in Kentucky and Southern Indiana region. And score big with Touchdown Friday night.
I want to show you an alternate route to get around this traffic.
Be on time every time. Wave traffic every morning on Sunrise.
Your Wave storm tracking team has you covered.
From Portland
to Parkland,
Shively to PRP, we've got you covered.
Bardstown,
Iroquois,
K-Town, St. Matthews, your storm tracking team's got you covered.
From New Albany
to Jeffersonville, we have Southern Indiana covered.
We've got you covered in Clifton. From downtown
to Shepherdsville and everywhere in between.
No matter where you live, work, or play,
the Wave storm tracking team has you covered.
This isn't just a truck. It's a get-you-ready, storm or shine, absolute unit on wheels.
Our storm tracker on the road as it heads into the storm.
A down-to-the-detail, capture-it-all, storm tracking machine.
That's a live feed from the storm tracker.
Built to keep you safe.
We helped push her car out of the water.
With tools like live onboard radar, 360-degree live streaming cameras, giving you a real-time view of what's happening now. The Wave Storm Tracker. Sponsored by Oxmoor Ford.
Start your day with Wave News Sunrise, so you're on time every time.
Stay up to date with breaking backups and trouble spots.
I want to show you an alternate route to get around this traffic
without letting the weather slow you down.
It's an alert day. Give yourself some extra time.
More updates.
We have a breaking traffic situation this morning, I-64 East.
More up to date. Be on time every time. Wave traffic every morning on Sunrise.
Former Sheriff Jamie Knoll facing 12 years in prison.
You acknowledge that you committed that offense? Yes.
Wave News was first to break this story.
State police raided his home.
And you've trusted us to keep you informed ever since.
The investigation is clearly still ongoing.
Monday, as a judge decides his punishment, your Wave News team will be there with complete coverage.
We will have a team here, and we'll keep you posted on everything that happens.
The sentencing of former Sheriff Jamie Knoll, all day Monday on Wave News. Solutions. It's what real journalism is all about. At Wave News, that's what we're all about too. That's why the troubleshooters don't just talk about problems. We solve them by challenging the status quo, asking the tough questions, and refusing to accept no comment. We'll take our cameras anywhere and talk to anyone to tackle problems in Louisville and Southern Indiana. The Wave News troubleshooters. We find solutions for our community.
We should talk about it.
Being in the moment?
We should talk about it.
Self-care?
We should talk about it.
Join Wave News anchor Myra Anzari on her podcast, We Should Talk About It. An open and honest conversation with health experts surrounding mental health and well-being in today's world.
Join me on my podcast, We Should Talk About It. It's a Wave Originals podcast. Get the latest episodes on the Wave Now app. Available on all of your favorite devices.
Start your evening with what's happening now, exclusive investigations, and the most accurate forecast. Watch Myra, John, and Kevin. Weeknights at 5 and 6 p.m. on Wave.
USA Care supports our military men and women and their families during tough times. I'm Dawn G. with Wave News. When our military members or veterans need help, USA Care steps in to pay for bills, relocation, career training, and so much more. Simply put, USA Cares. Donate now at usacares.org. Every dollar makes a difference, and that difference starts with you.
From today.
Download the Wave Weather app, sponsored by the Coyle Automotive Group.
HVAC system.
Trust your Wave storm tracking team to keep you prepared.
With our alert days, you can plan ahead of dangerous weather. No one else in Louisville is doing that.
We're also the only team with a 10-day forecast.
Because you aren't just planning for today, you're planning for your life.
We're giving you the information you need so you know what to expect and what to wear.
Our whole focus is to keep you prepared every single day.
Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harned and your Wave storm tracking team, the team you trust.
Wind, hail, and nature's most powerful force, tornadoes. We've tracked them. We've seen them. We've chased them. Some say weather in the Ohio Valley is unpredictable. We say it isn't. We have the technology and the experience you can trust to keep you ahead of dangerous conditions. Trust your Wave storm tracking team.
I'm Beverly Yanez, and I'm the head coach of Racing Louisville. We always have to be aware of what the weather looks like to understand what tomorrow may bring, but also be adaptable on the day to make any adjustments that we need. It massively impacts, obviously, what we wear to what we do and how we do it. And if it's hot, if it's a storm, we have to adjust the time of training. It's important that it's safe for our players. That's why I trust Kevin Harned and the Wave storm tracking team. I get an accurate forecast that Racing Louisville can count on every single day. It's really important for us.
This isn't just a truck. It's a get-you-ready, storm or shine, absolute unit on wheels.
Our storm tracker on the road as it heads into the storm.
A down-to-the-detail, capture-it-all storm tracking machine.
That's a live feed from the storm tracker.
Built to keep you safe.
We helped push her car out of the water.
With tools like live onboard radar, 360-degree live streaming cameras, giving you a real-time view of what's happening now. The Wave Storm Tracker. Sponsored by Oxmoor Ford. Your mornings are all about time. Time to wake up, time to get ready,
and time to get informed.
At Wave News Sunrise, we understand the morning time crunch.
That's why we get right to the news
that matters to you. Dependable weather forecasts so you know what to wear.
And traffic alerts that could affect your morning drive. So by the time you leave your house, you'll be fully informed
and prepared for whatever the day may bring.
Watch Wave News Sunrise, mornings starting at 4:30. Finding time in the morning can be a challenge.
So make the most of your minutes with Wave News Sunrise.
Just wake up, switch us on, and watch while you get ready for the day. Then you'll be fully informed with the latest breaking news, traffic, and weather, and Tawana's What to Wear forecast.
Taking the guesswork out of your morning routine.
Watch Wave News Sunrise, morning starting at 4:30.
Take the guesswork out of your morning routine with your What to Wear forecast from meteorologist Tawana Andrew, only on Wave News Sunrise. Be prepared every day with your accurate weather forecast from meteorologist Tawana Andrew. Weekday mornings on Wave News Sunrise. Finding time in the morning can be a challenge.
So make the most of your minutes with Wave News Sunrise.
Just wake up, switch us on, and watch while you get ready for the day. Then you'll be fully informed with the latest breaking news, important local stories, traffic and weather, and Tawana's What to Wear forecast.
Taking the guesswork out of your morning routine.
Get the most out of your minutes. Watch Wave News Sunrise, morning starting at 4:30.
Do I need a coat today? Is it going to rain? How should I dress the kids for school? You have questions.
Your Wave storm tracking team
has all the answers.
Rain or shine, hot or cold, no matter what Mother Nature throws your way, be prepared.
Every morning with Tawana.
And every evening with Kevin.
AM to PM, be ready.
The kiddos may need the jacket, the coat, maybe even the gloves this morning.
And then in the afternoon, a few more scattered downpours.
With Kevin Harnett and Tawana Andrew, only on Wave News.
U.S.